See, five-star properties in India are like shining and they're just like beauty everywhere. Okay, and I was
Okay.
just talking to my mom. So I saw, so this is corridor and there are rooms. And then finally at the end of the corridor, there is this one room जिसका like number blocked है, like if it's 501 502 ऐसे
हाँ.
रूम होते हैं ना, तो वो नंबर उसको ना ऐसे छुपा रखा है, like it's black.
अच्छा.
She said, listen, that room is haunted.
Hi, Priyanka. Welcome to Bollywood Live. How is life
Thank you.
treating you?
Yeah, life is good. It's hectic, no complaints, grateful. Yeah, I had my, because I keep doing theater, so I had my theater shows back to back. Even last night I had a theater show. So yeah, a little exhausted, but yeah, fine. Doing well. How are
The
you?
world keeps you going. I'm doing well. So
You
the
look well.
psychological thriller Khauf मुझे तो डरा के रख दिया. I was watching it with
देखा?
my family. Yes, I did. तो even I was guessing कि next moment क्या होने वाला है. So it kept me hooked. So I want to know that your journey with this psychological thriller and how did you step into this?
So basically, I got to know that खौफ बन ऐसा कुछ एक वेब सीरीज बन रहा है. इसका नाम पहले लेडीज हॉस्टल था. So
Oh,
then
अच्छा.
I got to know that Smita is writing for it. And I knew Smita. Like I was not friends with her, but I just heard her in the industry because she has also co-written Sacred Games, and I have done Sacred Games, and I also know her from other work that she has done. So I found her number and I reached out to her and I messaged her that, listen, I heard that I didn't know anything about, the story, but I just messaged like, I heard that you are making a web series and do you think I can audition for it? And she said, yeah, I'll pass your number to Casting Bay. And मैंने कहा, okay. And then I went to Casting Bay, they called me and then we had like a good 3-hour audition. These wonderful people. There was Deepak and everybody, and then Anmol. So I had a very good audition with them, and then
Hmm.
yeah, that is how the journey began.
How were things on the sets? जो उस रूम के बारे में बार-बार बात होती है, दिखाते हैं. तो did you also anybody could relate to it कि ऐसा उनके टाइम में कोई ऐसा खौफनाक इंसिडेंट हो रखा हो? Did you guys like have a chat about that?
Actually, first part of your question is, देखो उस रूम में तो ऐसा, because when we are creating it, we are actors, and there is always an imaginary world that we create in our
Yeah.
head. That's how we play it. So, and also there are like 100 people on set. So even if you're shooting at 3 in the morning, and it's like scary and creepy for you inside, but there are like 100 people on set, so you're
Uh-huh.
never
Right.
like scared, there's always somebody around. So yeah, there were never creeps on set, but otherwise in personal life, yes, there were stories, like people have these stories, and it's so interesting. Even if
Yeah.
even if you don't do it now, sometimes when you're in a party, or sometimes when you're just your people chilling at home and something like that, and then somebody will come up and say, oh, I do you believe in ghosts? And I have a scary story, and then somebody will start their scary stories, and it's so fun to just listen to all these stories. Yeah. So there
Yeah.
have been like, if I can share, I was a flight attendant before
Yes.
I started acting. So I was staying at a very reputed 5-star property in Calcutta. I will not name the property, please.
Yeah, yeah,
But so there was this, so and I was new to flying, and so I was at this hotel and I didn't know much, so I was just on my phone talking to my mother, because, and I was walking in the corridor. Okay, and I was
Okay.
just talking to my mom. So I saw, so this is corridor and there are rooms, and then finally at the end of the corridor, there is this one room जिसका like number blocked है, like if it's 501 502 ऐसे
हाँ.
रूम होते हैं ना, तो वो नंबर उसको ना ऐसे छुपा रखा है, like it's black.
अच्छा.
I didn't think much of it. And then it was blocked. And then, see, 5-star properties in India are like shining and they're just like beauty everywhere. And
Yeah,
this
the aroma is
suddenly,
next level.
suddenly it feels like nobody has entered this place. What is this room? Why is it treated like that? Why is it so shabby? Whatever. I didn't think much. And I was walking in that corridor. And then I sat next to that room because it was the end of the corridor. And then I sat
Yeah.
and started chatting with my mother and all. And then when I chatted and I was coming back, a colleague saw me and she's like, what were you doing there? I said, I was talking to a friend. And she was my senior. Her name was Neeru. I still remember.
Okay.
She was a senior. She said, listen, that room is haunted. That's why they've shut it. Somebody died in that hotel room. I'm like, what?
Oh
I was just right
God.
there.
Spooky.
Very, very. So yeah, everybody have their stories about some supernatural things about that. But I think yeah, it's just fun.
So, what kind of projects, I mean, do you prefer doing? It's like, psychological thriller, you're more inclined, or maybe, kind of a romantic tale. I mean, what excites you?
I think a good story excites. Really, I think if it's written well on paper now, then
Yeah.
that's the first thing that excites. Of course, I think as for you, as for me, as for anybody, what if I ask you what does excite you towards a book? It's just
Yeah.
good writing, how it just pulls you in.
Content,
You
yes.
enter that world and you're like, hurry, next page, it's a page turner. And you just, so I think that is the first thing. And if the character is, written well, it is layered, there is a certain kind of emotional depth to the character, and I feel that, oh, I have something to do in it, like there is something that I could chew and bite in that part, and I can make something of this person, like there is some arc to this, and there is some journey to her, there is some inner world. I
Yeah.
think these type of characters just pull me. Yeah.